Anthony Penna. I am the VP, Director of Sales and Marketing at The Lawyer's Title.
What are your goals for 2020? I'm going to read a couple of the ones that you gave me, and then we'll meld that into how it's working for your relationship. Trust, friends, excitement, sex, family, and respect. Those were your relationship goals for 2020. How's that coming out?
They're coming out pretty good. I mean, I can't see any of them that we haven't been doing.
Right. We did say lockdown.
we did say lockdown, but
get ready for the real estate show that takes you across the barriers and into the danger zone. That Bitchin' Real Estate Podcast with your host, Tenacious T.
Like we said, the main thing that we miss is the traveling.
Yeah.
We like to travel. Like we went to Coronado a couple weeks ago, and it was nice just to get out and get away and sit on the beach. But you know, the one thing you said there is there's so much trust in our relationship.
Yeah.
And as much as she respects me, I look at her some nights and respect the hell out of her for what she's been through and what she's made of herself and how she just cares.
Yeah.
I mean,
what if she has a moment, this may have occurred. I know it occurs with me. I have moments of doubt, and I have moments where I really just need to look at my husband and tell him what's going on. And some of the times he's like, he really doesn't want to hear it, but he'll listen to it. What's your advice for people that are going through this right now, where one or the other or both have to express their angst and their anger, and how do you take that on and digest that in a relationship?
I was always that type of person before that kept everything inside. Mm-hmm. And it's not good for you relationship-wise or mentally. And if you're sitting there in COVID and things, you need to communicate with each other.
Yeah.
You need to sit down. You need to have that time, communicate. Even if it's, if you hold it in and build up that, it's going to get worse.
Yes.
It's going to get worse. Like I say, and we joke around, she said, I call it one fight because she made up the other two. But that one fight, we talked about it, and it was just, and we have little tissels here, but we talk about them.
Exactly.
Like you said, you can't keep things in. If you have secrets, I'm telling you right now, the way things are now, you don't have any secrets.
No. Yeah.
If you're not happy, just talk about it.
Talk about it.
And if you can't figure it out, don't make each other miserable. Just move on.
Yeah.
We've had that talk all the time. Like I just joke around with her, like, I know if you're leaving me, if I come to the house and I don't have to look in the closet or anything, I'll just look and see 2 dog balls missing because she'll take our dog. That's how I know that she's left.
The dogs are hers.
The dog's hers, so it's like.
That is the epitome of a successful relationship, is the respect first. Mm-hmm. My husband and I, again, we've been together 20 years. And it was one of those things we said, if you want to stray, if you feel like you've got that thing and you have to have a secret, let me know first. Let me know so that I can leave, so that I can step out of that. Because there is no point in having those secrets. They will just fester and make things worse. And if you're feeling that unsatisfied in your relationship and you can't talk about it, then you do. You need to respect that person enough and leave before you do something like that.
It's respect and communication.
Yeah.
Like I said, I sit home some nights and I'll look at her and I'll just be like, I could never do something bad to this woman. Because she doesn't deserve it.
No, exactly.
That's the thing. She doesn't deserve it.
And even if, because partners over time, they do some things that could seem offensive, this and that. And it's not that they don't deserve it. It's just, you wouldn't do that in your core heart. You wouldn't do that to another human being.
And like you were saying about this COVID thing, I mean, it's annoying, but it's like there was a lot of stress at work during this COVID thing. Mm-hmm. I mean, there was not only in our business, but I saw people losing their jobs, friends, and it was very, very stressful. Yeah. Like I didn't even know what was going to happen with us.
Right.
We didn't know what our business was going. I mean, you're in the real estate. You heard back in March, everyone says it could be the end of the world. We're done in real estate.
Right.
Which, if you've been following me, that's a plug. I've been telling you it's not going to happen.
I'm still doing deals. Yes, I am.
Still doing deals. We just had our best month. And if you saw my video last Monday, my escrow officers killed it. And I showed appreciation there. But when I was stressed, she sat me down and talked to me about it.
Yes.
Didn't let me just linger and be stressed. She was that, trust me, how did she say it? no matter what happens, we're going to be okay.
Because
and
you're
for her
each
to say
other.
that,
Yeah. Because you're each other's life coach.
yeah.
We talk about coaching and we get this coach, we get that coach. Who's your life coach? Your real life coach is the person who's your partner in life.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I totally see that with you guys, and I love it. So we're going to quickly, because we have to cut this one kind of short because of technical difficulties.
Little technical difficulties. And for everyone out there, they weren't my fault, the technical difficulties this
They
time.
were not. It wasn't my fault either.
And who sat here patient?
Yes, he was very patient. I almost choked a few people out, but he was very patient. All right, so we're going to get down to the famous questions. And I'm a huge fan of In the Actors Studio. And you probably remember James Lipton in the Actors Studio back in the 90s. Maybe you don't. I don't. You should Google it. There's a new version, but look at the older version. Okay. So being in real estate, even though you're not a real estate agent, you've been in the business long enough, I want you to think of a description. And you're typing out a description or reading a description. What is your favorite word?
My favorite word. To be honest with you, I don't really look at too much. I'm a big kitchen and backyard guy.
There you go. Kitchen and backyard guy.
Kitchen and backyard.
So if you were to type out a description and it's a kick-ass kitchen, what would be your favorite word?
Beautiful island.
Island.
Island. Big enough to feed a big family.
There you go.
The family. Upgraded stove with
upgraded big. Those are his couple of favorite words.
Yeah.
So again, kind of unfair because you don't write descriptions, but we're helping those out there.
And not only write descriptions, but I was that guy who I was an honor student in school.
Yeah.
But when I took my SATs, I think I got 100% in math, and the English part didn't really do too well. I mean,
he's a numbers guy.
I'm a numbers guy.
He's a numbers guy. That's okay. That's okay.
If you see some of my text messages and posts, I have to go back and correct some of them.
No, it's good. That's why we ask these questions.
There you go. Yeah.
So if you were reading, let's say, a description, or you were walking through a house, what would be your least favorite word?
Exclusive.
Exclusive. Everybody uses that. You're right. Absolutely.
Exclusive, because right there, that brings red flags.
Yeah.
One of a kind.
That means quirky as hell, people.
Yeah,
quirky
one of
as
a kind.
hell. Yes.
I actually saw one, and it was the funniest thing that drew my attraction. And some people might get mad. The guy had a warning. He goes, "Dog in the backyard, but you have to be more careful. You have to be more afraid of my wife." I actually had that. I
can't believe that.
Like the wife, wrote that in a description.
Yeah, that's terrible. That is terrible. Do not use that.
Do not. Thank you. That's
your
saying. Do
not a wise
use.
description phrase. Yeah. Okay, so this is a little personal.
Okay.
I want you to think about when you first open your eyes in the morning. And you've got, let's take one of your packed, busy days. And you were out with Ryan the night before, and you guys were doing a lot of entertaining back before COVID.
Steak 44.
Yeah. Had some wine, had some drinks, did your mastermind. You do some masterminds. I know you get together and really talk about what you can do differently in the market. So you have to get up at 5:30 and you open your eyes. What is your turn on? What gets you going?
I just look right next to me.
Besides the beautiful actually, that works. That works. That absolutely works.
That was an
totally
easy one. What is my turn on? We've talked about this when I've seen you say it. It's definitely my why.
Yeah.
If I don't get up and get out of bed that day and not be there for my escrow officers who are working their ass off, who probably worked a 12-hour shift the day before.
Yeah.
My team who works their off that needs me, or our clients, I'm not going to call and cancel because I'm tired.
Right.
It's that why of going out there, and if I don't do this, if you don't do your, what did I say? If what's going to happen if you don't?
Right. If you don't show up,
it's all about that. So
about showing up.
I mean, besides my beautiful wife next to me first thing in the morning, which is nice, and
nice.
But sometimes the dog's in between, so that's not what I really want to see. But is the dog sitting there instead of her?
Well, and she may be traveling or has something she's got to do. But
it's all about it. You can't let people down.
It's your family. Again, you are the type of person who doesn't build a business; you build a family.
Absolutely, the family.
Yeah,
it is all about family, and I mean, knock on wood. Luckily, we're in a secret business that we can do very well in, and the fact that I can give back to my family and my daughter what I've was given to me, I just like that fact. It's more about them
the legacy.
than me. I mean, yeah, I'll go buy nice clothes. I'll go to things like that, but they're always first.
Yeah.
Which sometimes people say you shouldn't put other people first, but it's family.
Yeah. And you can't put other people first until, again, you have fallen in love with the person
yourself.
in the mirror. Yeah.
Yep.
So what turned you off?
Lying,
Yeah, deception.
dishonesty.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say loyalty. I mean, to a point, loyalty. I mean, I've dwindled down my friends to a great loyal point right now. I don't need a million friends.
No.
But lying, I hate.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I'll give you my business. Like, if you don't want to use me anymore, don't lie to me.
Right.
I can take it.
Yeah,
Because I'm
just
going to
tell
come
me.
back at you and still respect you because it's happened before.
Yeah.
But I am going to ask you why.
Yeah. Let
So
me
we can
figure it out.
Let me
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah.
Don't like lie to me about something. And the other thing I hate, and there's a lot in this business, and I hate it. Don't talk behind people's backs.
Yeah. The gossip is not fun.
If you don't really know someone, the gossip isn't. It's because I've heard some things about people, and I've known, and I just got to keep my. It's like,
Yeah.
you know what? It's you don't really know that person.
If you can't say anything nice, then don't say anything at all. What is your favorite curse word? And we will bleep this out, so it's family friendly. Favorite curse word?
F***.
Fung. I like that. Fung. Is that
Go.
buck? And that
which is
basically
F you.
means off,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to do
Yeah,
the finger.
yeah, we're allowed to say that. I'm on
But
Facebook Live, so I'm
on
gonna.
the edited, we will bleep that
But
out.
on Facebook Live,
yeah,
we gotta
you
say
just
that.
heard it, people. So again, personal space. What is your favorite noise or sound?
What is my favorite noise or sound? But of course, we don't have the ocean out here. You know, I really like out here. I love monsoons, the sound of the rain outside in the
Yeah.
monsoons. It's not the storm coming in, but just
Yeah.
that sound coming into my backyard and my pool and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That sound is amazing.
That's rain and the thunder coming in and the power.
Some people don't like that, but just
Yeah.
like you ever see there when the monsoons come, if you sit in the backyard and you have that area, you can see it come in.
Magnificent.
And then the thunder and
Yeah.
then forget the haboob. I don't like that though.
Yeah.
But then when the rain comes in, you sit
Yeah.
out there and you let yourself get rained on a little bit.
And it's
then
warm rain here. It's warm, beautiful
But then
rain.
just hearing it outside, even in the middle of the night. You ever
Yeah.
up sometimes when storms come in the middle of the night and you hear it outside? That's, so.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
What noise or sound do you dislike?
Crying.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for tears. It's crying just.
It gets you?
It gets
Get you
me.
both like this.
It
and
just,
then,
I can't.
Yeah.
So my
totally.
sales team don't cry. Don't
Yeah,
play.
no
don't-
crying.
don't-
No crying allowed. So as a kid, let's take title and sales and real estate. Let's take all this out. As a kid, maybe as a teenager, what profession would you have chosen?
I was going to be an attorney.
Nice.
It's actually what I went to college for. And
Yeah.
my mom always wanted me to be an attorney.
Yeah.
She never understood our business.
Yeah.
And she would always say, well, you should have went to law school. I got accepted to law school, and I just said, I was one of those guys who was having fun down the shore. I was bartending, working at bars, and having fun. I'll go back to it. But yeah, I always thought I was going to be an attorney.
What made you say no to that?
It was a few things. One was being immature by being down the shore and not wanting to grow up yet.
Yeah.
We were having so much fun down there. I was in Margate, New Jersey, working in a bar where probably great younger years, stories
Yeah.
that I could tell you off air. And that was me being immature.
Sure.
And the other thing was, I don't know. I just felt like it wasn't what I wanted to do. I was doing it more for my mom
Right.
than for myself.
Right.
And I
Gotcha.
felt guilty about it in the beginning because she always wanted her son to be the attorney.
Yeah.
Because that was the big thing.
Famous person. Now I think carefully. They can be dead or alive. Celebrity, famous person, can be a political, whatever you want it to be. If you could have dinner with them, who would it be and why?
I always, believe it or not, and I hate saying this because then people are taking it in a political way, but I was always kind of infatuated growing up with John F. Kennedy.
Wow, I love that. I love that.
And I wrote a thesis paper on him, and it was just, and it's not political, Republican, Democrat. It was just the whole, just the family, and like I'm that guy who loves history.
Yeah.
If I wasn't going to be an attorney, I would have been a history teacher. But for some reason, I always go back. It's John F. Kennedy. Some of my friends might not like, but it's that
he's like the Marilyn Monroe of presidents.
There's just something about that guy. Like I watch every single special I can on him, the assassination, the like.
There's something almost romantic about his family.
Camelot,
yes,
right?
Yeah, the king, the knights. He just had that certain something where you wanted to be behind him. He had a spark that is unlike any, and I feel this way too, any other president that we've seen since.
And especially right now, his saying, "Ask not what you can do for your country,
but what your country can do for you." Yeah.
Especially
absolutely.
right now.
Where would you take him to dinner?
Steak 44.
Yeah, I had a feeling you were going to say that.
It's a no-brainer there.
Okay, Steak 44. He's really plugged you here. He needs a gift card.
Hey, if you're ever going to find me,
Steak 44.
if I'm out to dinner, I'm an easy person to find.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show.
I love this. Thank you for inviting me.
I would have been a lot longer. I wanted to talk about D23 and how you got into the dining room, because I'm a huge Disney fan. But we'll have you on again to discuss that.
And for that, if you don't know what she's talking about, you got to throw that plug out there. I want people to know I went there. Because my wife, that was when we first started dating.
So I am a Disney freak. From the time I was 2 years old, I was going to Disneyland every single year. Pirates of the Caribbean was basically what I formed my entire personality on. And I even have the picture of Captain Jack Sparrow at my desk. There is a dining room and a membership where you can go eat dinner in the actual quarters that Walt Disney lived in right there in New Orleans Square. And you made it in there. And I think it's a 10-year waiting list to be a member there. Mm-hmm. Who do you know?
I can't say who I knew, but I pulled some strings and got to go there. And my wife actually didn't even really understand it when we were there until after the fact, and as we were having that dinner, and it was amazing. Yeah. So it's one of those experiences that if you do have some pull, you can get somebody in there.
Yeah. Send me some pictures so I can put it in the video.
Yeah, too. It was a once in a lifetime experience. Yeah. To go there.
So jealous. Jealous.
Thanks for bringing that. She actually had so many people message her afterwards.
Hey, sure.
It's my husband's anniversary.
I was doing it too. How did you get in there?
I'm like, I won't even make that phone call again. That was like a once in a lifetime, maybe 1% chance of getting a yes.
And you got it.
And I got a yes. But
how do people get a hold of you?
I mean, my cell phone, I'm all over social media. Mm-hmm. I'm not a hard person to reach. Right. So when someone says, I left you a message, I got a hold of you, no, you didn't. I love talking to people, but like you say, we're busy during the day. Text me, you got my phone number to get a hold of me at. But I'm real easy to find. And
you're on Instagram,
I'm on
Facebook.
Instagram, I'm on Facebook. I'm not on LinkedIn as much.
Right.
But I'm actually a bigger fan of Instagram now than I am Facebook.
Nice. Like to see you more on Instagram. I don't think I've seen a lot from you on Instagram.
I do more stories than I do posts.
Gotcha. Got to do more stalking then is what I got to do.
You got to do more stories.
Absolutely. There is some gifts.
Oh, I get gifts.
So one of the questions I asked you was, what was your favorite 80s band? And you're like, there's way too many for me to say. But you did say that your wife loved Prince.
Oh.
So.
Oh, my God.
I have an 80s cut. So I do my own 80s cut to T-shirts. So this is the Prince T-shirt.
She is going to go nuts.
So I make these sleeves, and it's supposed to hang off one side. She can make it a half shirt she wanted to, but this particular one she needs to tie in the corner, and it'll be her 80s T-shirt.
She is going to go
crazy. Then my book.
So, thank you. Do I get the book? You already signed it?
Yeah, it's signed and everything.
Do I get a nice little message in there?
Signed. Yes.
Look at that. Get the book.
So thank you for coming.
So
this is Kimberly Toko, Tenacious T. Out. That's it.
That's it.